Hi, frolicking friends, and welcome back to my channel for a brand new episode of my Poison Garden Legacy. Okay, last episode was crazy, and while I was editing, I decided to leave that last part unnarrated just to watch kind of the raw emotion play out. But I feel like let's recap, and I want to walk you through a little bit about the conversation that Lily and Annabeth had. Annabeth came home furious after discovering that it was Lily's mother who had killed her very own mother. So Annabeth comes home in a fit, and Lily's trying to question Annabeth, what's going on? Why are you in such a funky, terrible mood? And at first, Annabeth was really sarcastic and spiteful, and Lily definitely didn't appreciate that when she was just trying to help. But then Annabeth unloaded the awful news on Lily, and she claimed the same murderous blood ran through not only Lily's veins, but their kids, so that was kind of low, and Lily did not appreciate that blame being placed on her shoulders, and definitely not her kids, for something that they had no part in. But, reasonably, Annabeth couldn't get past the pain she was feeling, and in that moment, it's not like her mother or Wisteria were around anymore, so Lily really was the only one that she could blame. Not that that's right, but, she's in pain and she's hurting. So we just saw what Annabeth was up to, uprooting all of Lily's plants. Well, not all of them. The wolfsbane specifically, because I felt like that was significant, or what's the word? That was symbolic, because, Wisteria used wolfsbane to poison everyone. So while Annabeth is wreaking havoc on her plants, Lily is up sleeping because she is completely exhausted. She finally has a little bit in her energy bar, but it was literally down at the bottom. Initially, I sent her to take a bath, and I thought she might fall asleep in it. So Annabeth is very, very angry. She's gonna go hit Umi. I was hoping that I could have her kick some gnomes, because they're around everywhere after Harvest Fest, but she couldn't, so we went with, destroying plants. I like that option better anyway. Oh, our kid is up and hungry. Looks like there's some food somewhere she's gonna go grab. Annabeth couldn't be bothered. She's walking right past the hungry kid and hitting the toy instead. I mean, I'd rather you hit the toy than the kid, to be honest. A little dark, maybe. So Annabeth, is taking care of her own needs, which, is good and healthy. Unfortunately, both the toddlers are just having to fend for themselves right now because Lily's asleep. Abram was just awake a second ago, but now he's napping, but he's a stinky mess. And so obviously Annabeth should probably take care of the kids, but she can't be bothered. And instead she's, the only thing left is for her to go to bed. And so she refuses to sleep in the same bed as Lily, and so instead of just letting Lily sleep, she's gonna come wake her up and be like, no, I'm not sleeping on the couch. You're gonna sleep on the couch. Get out of here. And she's gonna go ahead and steal her spot. Not much words are exchanged there. Luckily, Lily's energy is up a little higher, so she's just she doesn't want to get in a fight right now. She's just I'm gonna grab some food because I'm hungry. Leftover chili from our Harvest Fest dinner. So Lily's definitely feeling very thrown off balance. She's trying to be understanding of how Annabeth's feeling, and she's just really hoping that, okay, once Annabeth gets some sleep, things are going to be so much better. They'll be able to talk through it. Surely she'll see a reason and see that Lily had no part in the murdering of her mother. She is not her mother, and all of that. So I finally switched Annabeth's name back to the last name. For a long time, I don't think anyone caught it because no one said anything, but I had her last name as just a period, so it was Annabeth period, because I didn't want the Faba to show accidentally in a notification or anything. But just to prove that I'm not lying, here's Annabeth and here's Elphaba. Deceased, died from poison, so that actually happened. Elphaba is her mother, Annabeth is her daughter. Before I send Lily back to bed, I'm gonna have her maybe give Abram a little bath. I feel like this definitely just highlights the difference in the way that Lily is a parent compared to how Annabeth is a parent. I know at her heart Annabeth loves her kids, but she would rather, bathe herself and take care of her needs. And then, Lily, who is literally, took a tiny nap, got a little bit of energy, and is now back to taking care of the kids. But now I feel a little better. I felt like the kids were a little neglected there. So I'm going to have Abram put himself to sleep. Lily can go to the bathroom. She's probably going to keep trying to get into bed with Annabeth because, of course, she doesn't have an issue with Annabeth. But I feel like Lily would respect that and not go bother her. I just have to convince Lily to not bother her. I think, actually, we might have an extra bed in storage from when they moved in. Oh, we do. Okay. So the real question becomes, where can I put this? Okay, we probably don't need 2 changing tables, at least, hopefully this all blows over, but for now we can put this in the inventory and lay that bed down so that Lily has a place to sleep. And yeah, sleep close to her son, next to a warm fire. That doesn't sound so bad. Well, rest up, Lily, and hopefully things will be better for you in the morning. Interesting. So Annabeth just woke up and she got this. She's feeling anxious and a gut feeling about what her partner is up to behind her back, which is ironic. But anyway, she's like, I feel like she's definitely feeling the impact on her relationship. I would take this a little different and not so much about cheating and more about obviously just not being able to trust her because of what her mother did is how I'm going to take that. But the other thing that she rolled this morning when she woke up was to break up with Lily. So definitely interesting. Once that you're telling us there, Annabeth. But I feel like while she's having her chili, Annabeth is kind of thinking about the fact of what's she gonna do regarding her relationship with Lily. And I feel like she's kind of coming to the realization that she's gonna need some time to sort through her mixed feelings because, Lily is the mother of her kids, but she just is really having a hard time trusting that Lily is going to be a good person and not one day wake up and murder her like her mother. Okay, strange lady outside of our house with no pants on. That's not weird. And Annabeth's just coming out here to talk to you. That's weird. Okay, so she sent her away. She's eating her chili. One last bite in the dining room. Wow, we're just moving everywhere today, Annabeth. So Lily is awake, so I'm just gonna have these two have a little conversation. I feel like Lily would be like, so how are you feeling? I know last night you were having some big emotions. Are you feeling any better about everything you found out? I know it's so hard for you. Trust me, my heart is broken too that my mother would be capable of that and that she did that to your mother. And I feel like Annabeth would be like, well, yes, I'm feeling maybe slightly calmer, but honestly, I still don't really know how I feel about this. This is just too much for me to process right now. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about you. I know it's not necessarily fair to judge you based off of what your mom did, but at the same time, it just is I'm having trouble trusting that you're not just gonna wake up one day and poison me if we have an argument, or I don't know. I know that's not fair, but I just need to sort through this. And I feel like Lily understands, and she's just hoping that Annabeth will come to her senses. So I feel like Annabeth is gonna suggest that they go ahead and maybe continue to sleep in separate rooms for now. And, she knows that, Lily's still the mother of their kids and wants her around. So she's not wanting to live separately per se, but she wants some time away, a little break from the romance and just kind of have time and space to think. So I feel like Annabeth would be like, I'll continue going to work. I'll get some space that way. You'll hang out with the kids and we'll figure this out. I just need time. Lily's over the conversation. Interesting. So I didn't think I had them do anything that crazy, but I guess maybe some of the fighting from last night, I'm not sure, but they have some interesting sentiments, So Annabeth is feeling guilty about a failed friendship. So if we look at their relationship, it's definitely taken a pretty big hit through their conversations. Like I said, I didn't feel like I had them do anything that crazy, but obviously their relationship still took a hit, and they're both feeling hurt. So that's kind of perfect. I'm glad that happened somewhat naturally without me having to force like a huge blow up fight. Like they fought a little bit and had some hard conversations. I didn't have to have like Annabeth slap her in the face or anything like that to create these, sentiments towards each other. So they're feeling hurt, although Lily is just in her own world, like, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna do my cross stitch and Annabeth will love me again. So I would hate to wake the sleeping kiddos. Annabeth's taking it out on the toy again, but I feel like I'm gonna at least wake up Poinsettia. Totally not me picking errors here. But okay, the crazy thing is that Poinsettia, and Abrin both are aging up in 2 days, and their skills are pretty bad. Poinsettias aren't terrible, but definitely thinking. I think I just haven't done enough like cards with her to help her. And unfortunately it's Saturday, so we can't really like have Annabeth just go off to work. Oh my gosh, she has 3 fears going on simultaneously. She's definitely having a rough time. Annabeth, I really want you to go do something slightly more productive that's out of the way. So go experiment in your cauldron. So I'm just getting Lily to work with Poinsettia on her flashcards to really get that thinking skill underway, because with only aging up in 2 days, so that's not much time, and I would really like to try to at least get her up to level 3 on all her skills, and this is the weakest link so far. So one other thing that I kind of wanted to mention that Annabeth is probably thinking about deep down, dark, not even really fully admitting to herself. Let's get her back in her cauldron. Oh my gosh! What the actual heck? Annabeth Faba is dying from cardiac explosion. Oh my gosh. No! Lily, come save her. I didn't want to kill her. I cheated to get that moodlet. Come here. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want her to die. That was my fault. She wasn't actually angry. I cheated for that moodlet. Oh my gosh. Can the kids plead? Can the kids plead? Oh my gosh. No one could. Grim, you can't deny a kid. Okay. No, Lily, you're the only one. She can... That's right. Lily has a fear of death right now. Oh my gosh. So she has a fear of death, so she can't plead, but that might be okay because we have a death flower. If we only have... Okay, we have 3. This just throws a huge wrench in the story. But I'm really worried that we're not going to have enough death flowers for everything that I wanted to do. Okay, no, I have to think like Lily. I have to think like Lily. She loves Annabeth. She is a good-natured soul. She would not be selfish with the death flowers like me. Not that I would. Like, if my partner passed away and I had a death flower and, like, I would. I'm just saying, like, my story purposes should not get in the way of this. So she's gonna bargain with death here and be like, please, my wife already thinks that I'm gonna cheat on her or kill her. I can't have this. So she saved Annabeth with her death flower. Annabeth is gonna be resurrected thanks to Lily. Like, you can't say she never did anything for you, Annabeth. She has come through for you. Your own anger was your demise. Okay, now let's please get rid of that moodlet, please. She can be angry, but not like I'm not doing the cheated one. She can be angry of her own accord. If she dies again, that's on her, but I cheated for that moodlet, so I owe her to bring her back. Good job, Lily. I'm proud of you. You know, she really wouldn't want Annabeth to die. No way. I feel like I want Annabeth to talk to the Grim Reaper. Like, thank you so much for bringing me back. And I feel like he'd be like, you should be thanking your partner because she gave me a death flower on your behalf. Oh my gosh. Annabeth, this is not you provoking death, is it? Like, you are some crazy bitch. After what you just went through? He's like, I'm out of here. I don't do this just to be provoked by someone I let come back to life. Oh, Annabeth. Well, I guess Lilium's actions didn't have no effect. Annabeth now has an awed by life-saving hero, so she may have just saved her. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that's gonna do for our story if Annabeth is now, like, all of a sudden in awe of her, like, thankful that she saved her. I might have to let this run itself a little autonomously, because I had some other plans, but, I mean, if Annabeth is, like, now more enamored with Lilium and thankful, at least for the time being, I don't know that it makes sense to do what I had planned. That untimely brush with death really threw a wrench in my plans, Annabeth. I hope you know. Okay, so I don't think I ever finished my thought with Annabeth because then she, had to go and die on me. But before all this happened, because now, again, her thoughts may have changed because Lily did save her life, but her selfish thoughts that she wouldn't share out loud or with anyone else. I feel like part of the reason before her brush with death and having a different reason to respect Lily, the only, value she really saw about maybe not directly ending things with Lily was just the childcare aspect. Like, she was like, I don't want to be responsible for raising 2 toddler twins on my own, and she also, like, is too jealous / selfish to be like, well, go ahead, take the twins and I'll be by myself. Like, no, she wants it all, but she doesn't want Lily as a romantic partner. She just wanted to keep her around to help with the twins. Now, again, I don't think she would publicly say that or even, like, announce that that's her deep down feelings because, oosh, that's, like, heavy and dark. But I think that's deep down kind of one of her fears or thoughts is, like, if I send Lily packing, who's going to help me take care of the toddlers? And as messed up as that is, that's how she's feeling. And trust me, it's not lost that we're having this conversation while she plays a game of chess. In some way, Wisteria definitely took a lot of life, but we do have her to thank for this lovely death flower that came to the rescue today. Because Lily was afraid of death. She wasn't going to plead, and I, couldn't have changed that. But I think we're going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you're enjoying this series. I definitely want to know your thoughts on what you think should happen story plot-wise, because Annabeth's unexpected death and resurrection, thanks to Lily's sacrifice using the death flower, definitely kind of messes with what I was thinking. So I'd love to hear from you guys what you think might happen with their relationship, especially given that ultimately Lily is going to need to leave. Like, that's part of the challenge rules, is she has to leave Annabeth and start a new life. So how do we go about doing that? What's going to happen? Love to hear your thoughts. And again, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, happy simming!